Well, let's cross borders, so to speak, but it's related to Africa as well. The refugee crisis is getting more desperate by the day. African migrants arriving by their numbers have added a twist to the Syrian refugee standoff that has been unfolding at various border points. European Union officials now say conditions within Africa have to be improved to stem the exodus.
Exhausted and disoriented, these migrants disembark. They've just been rescued by Dignity One of the rescue ships of the medical NGO Médecins Sans Frontières, or Doctors Without Borders. Among them is this 25-year-old woman from Cameroon, only named as Collins. She's 9 months pregnant, and the movement is finally here. The nurses get to work, and after a few anxious minutes, she's the latest mother on this boat. Baby Divan enters the world in the most unlikely of circumstances. Officials say there were 120 people in the rubber boat Collins was traveling in, with 6 children among them. Collins was an assistant nurse in a military hospital in Douala, Cameroon. But after 2 years of working without getting paid, she and her husband decided to head to Banki in the north of the country. The town was captured by Boko Haram, and Collins and her husband were kidnapped and held in the bush. She says after a couple of months, she managed to escape with the help of an older woman and started a 6-month journey that finally brought her to Libya. When the rescue crew found her on the rubber boat in the morning, her labor contractions had started. Divan is Collins' second child. She has no idea what became of her husband. She also left behind a 2-year-old son with her mother in Douala. But Collins is only one of the many desperate people taking on this treacherous journey to Europe as they flee various conditions in their home countries. The European Union Foreign Policy Chief Federica Mogherini, who visited the African Union headquarters in Addis Ababa, says the world must find a permanent solution to this crisis.
It's not an emergency phenomenon. I always say on the European side there is an urgency to tackle the humanitarian side, because when we see people dying at sea, there is an urgency to save them, or there is an urgency to protect those in need of protection. But it's not the emergency approach that will help us solve or manage the situation.
Jogeyo, KTN News.